Hello, besties. This is a podcast, Best for Me, validating narcissist abuse survivors and daughters with narcissist mothers and anyone who has been in a narcissist relationship or has been emotionally abused. I'm Shayla, and the narcissist in my life is my mother. Okay, besties, if you're still listening, you know April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, so I've been talking about child abuse, including my own child abuse. I've written the ebook, You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist, to tell my story. The ebook is now available in audio on Apple Books and will soon be in print. My book has a new cover as well. I would love for you to purchase the ebook or audio, whichever you prefer. If you buy both, you're spending less than $20. Your purchase is a big therapeutic help to me. Your purchase makes me feel validated to know someone has empathy in their heart and would like to hear my story. I've gone no contact with my mother as well as my golden child brother for over 4 years now. My brother and I used to be very close, but I blame my mother and her narcissist ways for the divide that she put between us because she didn't want my brother and I to be closer to each other than we were to her. Today I want to get more specific with the child abuse and talk about how narcissist parents create another element of abuse that adds to what is considered child abuse. Let's talk about it. On the website Psychology Today, there is an article titled How Narcissist Parents Hurt Their Children. I've also talked about this in my book as well. Let me summarize what child abuse in the form of narcissist abuse does to a child. Number 1, narcissists are selfish and self-centered. Children of narcissists are often neglected, just as I was. Along with the child's physical needs not being met, the child suffers emotionally because the narcissist is only concerned about themselves. The love, attention, care, and nurture are essentials the child needs, and the narcissist does not have to give, not even to their own children. Number 2, grandiosity, which means they must appear larger and better than who they really are. This is harmful for the child because you learn at a very young age to people please. You have to make the narcissist parent feel happy at all times, make them feel worthy and honored. Essentially, the child becomes an extension of the narcissist parent. I can speak from my own experience when I say your growth is stunted and you never get to become your own individual self. You go through life not knowing who you are because your wants, needs, beliefs, and aspirations were all suppressed. You feel it's wrong to be yourself until you no longer have a self. That's how bad it is. I always felt uncomfortable in my own skin, as they say. I didn't know why then, but now I do. Number 3, unresponsive parenting. Again, the child of a narcissist parent gets neglected. The child's physical, emotional, and mental needs are not met. There is no nurturing, so of course we who have been abused as a child will feel we are not loved and not wanted. To this day, at the age of 54, I feel my mother cares nothing about me, and now my brother has been influenced to be the same. A child with an unresponsive parent is a child who does not know their worth. I truly didn't know my worth until I was in my 40s. You lose your worth, and you also become the narcissist parent's puppet. You want to be a good child even as an adult, so you do things out of obligation, knowing there will be consequences for your non-compliance. Number 4, low tolerance for child behavior. Narcissist parents are easily frustrated by childhood misbehavior. The parent is prone to harsh responses to the child. They believe bad behavior in the child will reflect poorly upon them, which threatens their grandiose self-concept. Oh my goodness, this was hard to read. This is how I was with my son. My parenting was nothing like my mother's, but I know a lot of times I would lash out at my son for something he did wrong instead of nurturing him. I always strive to be a good mom, and I am, but I know the anger and frustration I sometimes displayed was not good for my son, and it wasn't good for me either. What it was is a reflection of my mother's abuse and how I had been treated as a child. My son is 19 now, and I'd say we have a close relationship. I know that's what I'm striving for. Number 5. Narcissists have a need for control. We know about this really well, don't we, besties? What the narcissist's control does to a child is it delays the child's sense of self as well as their self-confidence. Life is about choices and growth, right? So if you have a narcissist parent, you don't get to grow. You don't get to grow, you don't get to learn who you are, and you don't get to discover your own ability to do things. You become an indecisive adult or always seeking what others think or what they would do in your situation instead of knowing yourself well enough to know and do what is best for you. Number 6. Narcissists are unable to love. I've talked about this extensively in my book, You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist. I've also talked about the narcissist's inability to love in one of the episodes because I want those of you who are truly dating a narcissist, and I mean a for real narcissist, you need to know that they will not change and true, genuine love is not in them. That's why you must separate yourself from the narcissist and stop expecting things to get better. Narcissists don't change. Having a narcissist parent means you will have a hard time believing someone genuinely loves you. You will always be expecting a person to prove their love. The narcissist parent has you so screwed up that you don't know how to love, you don't know when you're being loved, and you don't even love yourself. It's deep, besties. That's why I'm here, to build awareness and connect with others to offer support and validation. I believe narcissists are evil, and others who specialize in narcissist personality disorder have also said there is some sense of evil in the narcissist character. Read my book to get a better understanding of how narcissists are not only mentally ill, but there's an evil component to their madness. Number 7. Tendency toward emotional deregulation. Narcissists are emotionally off. They're mad when they shouldn't be mad, sad when they should be happy. They are just off, period. Emotions are all over the place and don't fit the situation. My stepdad used to comment on how my mother would break out in tears over a movie drama. What he wouldn't say is, "But you don't show any emotion for your own family." I knew that's what the implication was, but my mother took it as if her crying over a fictional character's lives was an indication that she was a caring, empathetic person. We all know that is not true. You see, it makes no sense. My narcissist mother would show more compassion for fictional characters, but she mistreated her kids. Number 8. Distortion of the facts or bias interpretation. Yeah, this is what I talk about in my book. Narcissists see things in black and white. Life is more complex than that. Narcissists want you to believe it's either one thing or the other. There's no in between. Like I talked about in my book, if I visited other family members like my grandparents or my brother, my mother took that to mean I did not care about her and would hold it against me for having relationships with other family members. Number 9. Narcissists lack empathy. Another trait we've discussed on this podcast. This makes the narcissist prone to inadequate understanding and insensitive responses. Empathy is necessary for children to experience trust, develop secure attachment, and learn to attend to the needs of others. This is so true. I've always had a problem trusting others. Lastly, number 10. Flawed model of love and relationships. When I read this, it almost brought tears to my eyes because my relationships have always been flawed. It's like I never had a good start with relationships, so it has taken me a very long time to live and love in a healthy way. The experts say, if you have been abused by a narcissist, it is likely you will attract a narcissist or will be drawn to being with a narcissist. This is also true. That's all I want to say on that. Look, go shopping. This stuff is heavy. Check out the deals for Best for Me listeners in the episode description. I'm done talking about it for now. Go get my book, You're Not My Mother, You're a Narcissist. Your purchase helps me in my healing journey. The links are in the episode description. The book is available everywhere you buy your ebooks. The audio is only available with Apple Books. For Child Abuse Prevention Month, you can get the ebook for $5.99 and the audio for $7.99. Have your best day being you. This is Best for Me, and I'm Shayla.